Okay, so try the one on the right here.
5 times x.
Okay, so it could be like this, or it could be 5x. Now, this is not wrong, x5, but it's not what we want. So we generally want to put the number before the variable. Any questions on that right now?
No.
Okay, and you probably, have you seen this before?
Yeah.
Good, good. This should all be review. There's nothing new about what we're doing quite yet. It probably won't be for a while. Okay, look at the one on the left there. 49 increased by twice the number. There's two expressions here, or two operations here. There's increased and then this twice. Do you remember what either of those refer to?
Increase is plus and twice is
Okay.
multiplication.
Okay, so can you try to give me the expression? What do you
49. 49 plus 49.
okay, so that's 49 plus is this part right here. What is the twice a number?
Times x.
Like this, 49 plus 2x. So the 49 increased is the 49 plus. Twice a number is 2x. Is that okay or not?
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at the one on the right here. 18 and 3 times d.
18 plus 3d.
Okay. Like this. Good. All right. Excellent. Okay. Any questions on that?
No.
All right. Let's see what's next here. So the ability to write an expression, and actually we're gonna get a, let's see if we can write the expression. There are some more complicated ones we should look at. Let me see if I can find some real quick. All right, so let's look at some that are a little bit more difficult. We have not looked at anything with subtraction in it. So we're gonna look at a couple with subtraction. I didn't realize that that problem set didn't have any in it. So this says 6 less than a number k multiplied by 25.
6 minus k times 25.
Okay, now one of the issues here is that when it's the English language, 6 less than means to actually do this stuff first, then do the 6 less than. So it's like you got to figure out what goes first and then subtract 6. So what is a number k multiplied by 25? What would you write for that?
25 times k.
25 times k, and then 6 less than means to subtract 6 from it. So that you typically the less than comes second. So let's look at a much simpler one here. I should have done this one first. Actually, let's try one more of these. All right. So here's a new one for you to look at. 9 less than 18 times a number x.
18 times x minus 9.
Very good. Okay. All right. Now, this one is simpler, but it's maybe awkward because of what I'm about to show you. So it says x less than 2. X less than 2. So remember, this always comes second after.
Negative 2x.
Okay, so start with the 2. 2, and then x less than means to subtract x. So 2 less than x over here on the right would be start with the x and then subtract 2. That second part comes first when you have a less than. Let's try another one here. Give this one a try, please.
Seven plus t minus 6.
I'm sorry, one more time. I didn't hear you.
7 plus t minus 6.
Okay. Product of t and 7, though. Product. What math operation is product?
Times.
Times. So it can't be plus. So let's change this.
7 times t minus 6.
Yes. Good. 7t minus 6. So there's like certain words that go along with math operations. So like we've talked about some of them. Sum is addition, product is multiplication, less than is this, and then there's more. Okay. There's quotient. Have you heard of quotient before?
No.
Okay, so the word quotient, and we're going to see that in this next problem. Quotient means division. So four more, that's a math operation. Then the quotient, that's another math operation of g and 6. So the division would be something like this: g divided by 6, and then 4 more, because addition, it can either come after or it can become before. Either one is okay. This is okay. And then g divided by 6 plus 4, this is also okay. So quotient means first divided by the second. Just looking for another one here that's similar. Yeah, here we go. So go ahead and try this one for me, please.
$24 divided by m plus 4.
Okay, doing great. So let's look at some other ones here. So we'll do this differently. Start here in the middle. Okay, this one says 5 plus the product of 39 and a number e. So you first do the product of 39 and the number e, then you add 5 to it. So the product of 39 and e looks like this, and then you add 5 to it. So kind of like let's just say this said 5 left, and then it was the same language. See how you would do the 5 less after this? It would be 39e minus 5. You can always do this thing after if you want to keep it simple. Is that okay?
Yep.
All right. let's look at another one here. I'm giving you a lot of examples. Hopefully you're trying these out before I go ahead and write them down. 8 times the sum of a number and z. So this is really first, the sum of a number and z, and then 8 times. What does the word sum refer to in terms of a math operation?
Plus.
Plus. So z plus 3. Now this 8 times, we've been saying it comes after, but typically with multiplication, you put it before. Does this look familiar to you?
Yeah.
All right. So let me give you one to try here. All right, so go ahead and write these down if you can. Give that a look.
$49G minus 3.
Very good.
49 times G minus 3.
Yeah, the way you said it was good. You can just say 49G. It's implied that if you're not saying anything between them, that it's multiplication. So that's really good. That's what we're looking for. All right. Let's throw another one in front of you. We already did that. Let's try this one here. This one is a little bit different. All right, so here we go. Take a look at this one, see what you come up with, please.
$11 times 19G.
Yes. Very good. All right. Okay, so I feel like that's you've done a good job there of getting that down. The next thing we did start talking about this yesterday was order of operations. So if at all possible, it would be better for you not to use a calculator, but I won't get to a, it doesn't bother me too much if you need one. Order of operations here. So I want you to tell me what to do first in this problem. Parentheses 4 plus 6 times 7. What do you do first?
Do the two first numbers inside.
So what math operation?
Plus
What are you
4
going to do?
plus 6.
Yep. So you're going to add them at 10. And then if you're wondering like how to do it again, you bring down things until it. Now, do you remember what math operation is implied right here when you have these two numbers squeezed together?
Multiplication.
Yes, and you'll hear me refer to that quite a bit. Whenever they're squeezed together, that is multiplication. So that is 70. Okay. All right, so here is a problem for you to try. Order of operations here. Go ahead and work that out and let me know what you come up with.
$26.
Okay, so it's 50 minus 24. So once you, and which is 26. Now, once you do the thing inside parentheses, you actually can drop the parentheses. Meaning you don't need them anymore. Okay. Very good. All right. We'll look at another problem here together. All right. So this problem here, 29 minus 3 times parentheses 9 minus 4. So you have to do what's inside parentheses first. Inside parentheses first. So 9 minus 4 first. That's 5. So it's 29 minus 3 times 5. Now, you could write it the way I've written here where it's in parentheses, or you could drop the parentheses like I mentioned, because because there's no longer anything to do inside there. If you do drop the parentheses, it's probably good to put a little dot there or something to indicate that that it is multiplying. All right, so this is 29 minus 15, which equals 14. All right, any questions on that?
No.
Okay. Now, sometimes you will see problems where you have both parentheses and brackets. So parentheses and brackets, they really are the same. But what they do is they alternate typically. So if they used a bracket, they'll use a parenthesis. Now, you as a student want to use parentheses. Bracket could mean something else in another course. But the idea is if you have parentheses and you need another set of parentheses, you switch to a bracket. All right, now, so there's really two sets of parentheses. There's this one on the left and this one on the right here. And so it doesn't matter which one you start with. You just kind of like look inside, you peer in, you say, okay, 7 times 2 minus 4, which do you do first? 7 times 2 or minus 4?
7 times 2.
So 14 minus 4 is
10.
10. Now, because we're done with what's inside parentheses, we don't need the parentheses anymore. We can drop them. All right.
Yep.
So how about the one on the right here? What does this become?
$41.
Okay, 41. And are the parentheses needed?
No.
Because we've already used up what's inside there. So that's excellent. All right. And we can add them together. That's 51. All right, so here I'm gonna put a couple of problems in front of you to try. In some ways they're slightly more difficult, but take a look here. So I'd like you to try working this one out, please. And let me know if you have any questions along the way.
Okay. $88.
It is 88, very good. Was there anything about that problem that was difficult for you?
No.
That's good. I like hearing that. Okay, let's do a couple more of these. Increase the difficulty a tiny bit here. All right, so here's a new one for you to try, please.
$218.
You got it. Very good. Okay. So now let's go back to, I'm going to create a simpler problem here. Let's say it's something like this. 5 times 3 plus 6 over 3 plus 4. Okay. Now, what is often not written is that there's what I call implied parentheses in the numerator and denominator. There's really a set of parentheses here and here, here and here. Okay. Which means you do like the top and then the bottom and then divide. Do you understand what I mean by that? Like you work out whatever's in the top, then whatever's in the bottom, and then divide.
Yep.
Great. So in this problem, if 5 times 3 is 15, plus 6 is 21, over 7, 21 over 7 is 3. Okay. So no big deal on that front. Here's one for you to try on your own.
$60.
It's 60, good. And I can't help but hear, are you using a calculator or are you trying to do these by hand?
Calculator.
Calculator, okay. Are you normally allowed to use a calculator in your math classes?
Yep.
Okay, that's good enough for me. All right, one more here for you to try.
I don't get how to do the bottom.
So again, there's implied parentheses. So there's 5 squared times 4. The square is an exponent. This is multiplication. Which do you do first?
5 squared 2.
So what is 5 squared?
25.
25 times 4.
100.
It's a 100. Okay, that's correct. So the bottom is 100. What is the top?
125.
What did you get on? How did you get 125 on the top?
I added and then did the square.
Okay, but does addition come before exponents?
No.
Okay. So you should do the exponents first and then
Do addition.
addition. Yes, and that's so we're finding a little wrinkle here that caused some issues. That's good. That means we'll just work on a few more problems like this. What does the top become?
11.
11. Good. All right. So let me give you another one here to look at. Are you writing these down as we go?
Yes.
Okay. So this one's got a lot going on. So just be very, very careful to do the one operation at a time.
103.
Something a little bit different here. Tell me what you did first.
I did the 3 squared,
Okay, what does that become?
9.
Okay, 9 times 5. So bring all the other stuff down. It is a lot of rewriting, but it is necessary. What is the next thing to do here?
9 times 5,
Okay, what does that become?
45.
Okay, plus 9. Okay, now tell me what you did next.
Oh, I did 2 times 45.
Do you have to do what's inside parentheses first? Parentheses until it's completely consumed.
Okay. 54. $112.
It is 112. Good. Okay. So that's it's a good thing here to see. You have to do exponents first. You have to do what's in parentheses before exponents, but you consume the entire parentheses. And then you can do the other stuff, because now really this is 2 times 54 plus 4, which is that. So I got a couple more that I think could be good to do. Quality of these is not so good, but that's okay. This is a division symbol, just to be clear. Not a, yes, that is a division symbol. So just keep that in mind as you go through it.
Is it 31?
Is close. What did you do first?
I did 7 minus 3.
Okay, so that's 4, and then there's a 2 on the outside. I think one of the hardest things is just to keep bringing stuff down without doing and then just like you reset. And so do you do the division or the multiplication?
Division.
Division. What's 54 divided by 3?
18.
Okay. Okay, keep going.
18.
So you have to multiply next.
So it's 18 minus 8 plus 11.
Okay, when you get down to addition and subtraction, you do them left to right.
And then it's 21.
Okay, there's 21. Good. Okay, let's try another one here. What do you think is happening? Like, why do you think you're not being able to run through all the way to get the right answer?
I instead of 2 times 4, I did 2 plus 4.
Okay, Yeah, so some students will add a dot there, they'll make it really clear that they're multiplying. That's it's kind of up to you. The thing is I can't give you like the exact same problem over and over again in this type because they're all a little bit different. There's an infinite permutations of these really. But here's a new problem for you to look at. So again, take your time here. We're not in a rush.
Is it 24?
It is 24. Good. Okay, very good here. All right. So there's a related topic to this, and it's a lot of times math, you get something that looks new, and then it just turns into something you've already done. And you'll see that pattern over and over again in math. It actually kind of applies to real life. You break stuff down into stuff you already know how to do. So this problem says, it says to evaluate each expression if g equals 4, h equals 6, j equals 8, and k equals 12. Okay. Now, one of the things that students don't do that really they should is you should almost rewrite this with all the variables, all the letters in parentheses. Okay. And the reason is because when you substitute, you should always substitute in parentheses. And this is a best practice. This is what everyone who does this really well does. So we might as well do it that way. So this is 6 times 12. Okay, put the dot there if you want, minus 4 times 8. Put the dot there if you want. Right. So you will see me consistently always substitute in parentheses. There are a few exceptions, but now it's just like a problem we've been doing. 6 times 12 minus 4 times 8. Can you simplify that for us, please?
72.
Keep going.
Mm, 32 on the other side. So 72 minus 32 equals 40.
Yes, good. Okay. Now, have you heard of this before where you substitute in parentheses?
Yeah.
Okay. Like it's like I'm not trying to like say, okay, like I'm trying to tell you this is really important to do because it minimizes errors. We're going to see that when we get into more complicated problems. Uh, you know, I like to keep things super simple, and that's what we've got here. So we're going to rewrite this expression 2k plus gh squared minus j as 2 times k plus g h, and then notice the square goes on the outside. It's you put it in for h and then square it. It's not that the square goes in here, keep it on the outside, minus j. 2 times 12 plus 4 times 6 squared minus 8.
Is it 160?
It is not. It is not. I'm sorry. Whoa, hang on. You said 160? Sorry, I was looking at another problem. Yes, it is 160. All right. I'm sometimes looking ahead to the next problems, and that's why I sometimes get where I'm give you the wrong information. So one more of these, I'm gonna ask you to try this one on your own, please. So I recommend using the strategy I talked about. Totally up to you though, if you do that, but give this one a try. See what you come up with.
Is the answer 1?
Very good. Okay, so today, just to kind of summarize what we worked on, we did some writing expressions. Okay, and then we did some order of operations. And then we did some substitution problems where you then evaluate or simplify. All right. So those we covered quite a bit today, and that's the case for these summertime lessons. We can actually get through a lot of material because we're really focused. We don't have to worry about stuff. So mom did ask that I put together some homework for you. What do you think I should do? Should I put it in the chat? Should I send it by email? What would be best for you to do?
It would be best by email.
Okay, so here it is. I'm going to throw this in the email for you along with the notes. Shouldn't take you more than, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes, 6, 8. I'll say 15 minutes. You could get this all done. All right. So I'm not trying to overwhelm you here. Get some practice on your own, and I'll drop that in the lesson or in the email. Okay, we're going to go ahead and stop here for